How's everybody doing? Let me just get the levels right here. Okay. Should be good, hopefully. Let me know if there's any weirdness going on with the audio this time. It was pretty bad on the Project Reality stream. I have no idea what was going on, but there you go. Hey, Toby. Yeah, so do you know what? I don't really have. Hey, Tara, how's it going? Don't really have a lot set up for this session, but so it's probably just going to be a impromptu kind of session. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. Hello, how's it going? I like Igran Detwas. Nice. Hey, Wismo. Project Reality episode 3. Yeah, I mean, we could do another one next week or the week after. Still, like, I've still got loads of stuff. Still loads of like files that I have, old songs that probably haven't been. Let me just turn down the music. Yeah, probably just that I haven't shown anybody. So I'm sure there's more of that stuff. And but like, if you've got questions, like, hit me up. I mean, this stream is a squad stream, but like, happy just to chat and just to chill out and yeah, just we'll definitely do more of these Tuesday chats anyway, and yeah, just hanging out and chatting because it's good. It's good to hang out and chat, I think. Sneak peek of the France team. What France team for? Is there a French team coming for squad? I know there was a mod, right? There was a mod. Was there a French Forces Legionnaire mod or something? Maybe. French Horns, yeah. French Horns, definitely. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? What's going on? How's the week been treating everybody? I've been very good. I'm drinking Corona Zero. I'm on the zero stuff because why not? It's a bit healthier. Let's see here. I'm just having a look at these the squad main theme session from like it's a good few years old. This one's probably 10 years old. Actually, I think it is 10 years old. French faction was upcoming. Oh, okay, cool, nice. Yeah, I don't know what I would do for that one, team wise. Yeah, probably something like triumphant, probably with horns, bit of accordion. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, it'd be something like that, I think. So yeah, I'm just having a look at this this session here. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of EQ7s on this session. So let's just see if this works. Okay. Still, yeah, I could. Yeah, definitely. The national anthem. As far as I know, or I'm pretty sure that most national anthems are in public domain, so you're able to kind of like use them, and that's why I did with the United Kingdom national anthem, and there's a few others I did with the national anthem. I can't remember. The Ukrainian one was kind of like an inspired version. Yeah, that's it. The British one, yeah, and I did like a minor version of the team when you lose, and yeah, that was kind of fun. And also in the menu music, I think it's minor at the start. Whichever one that was. Which one was that actually? I think that was in volume 2. Volume 2. Let's see. Yeah, what was that one called? Or was it 3? Maybe it was 3 actually. I've kind of forgotten. Yes. Yes, demilitarized zone. Exactly. Yeah. I forgot what I've done with this track actually. Yeah, it's yeah. I think I've done a few minor themes for some of the fractions, for some of the lost factions or lost themes. I've actually forgotten this track. I haven't. I remember I had added the synthy thing. It's very prominent in this track. Yeah. That's a synth action. Guitars. It could be guitars. It's not. I didn't record them anyway. It was. Let me just turn it down a bit. It does sound plucky. It might have been like an Omnisphere patch, maybe. Maybe. The ARP on that. Yeah. The problem is, I don't know if I have this session. Yeah, I don't know. I could probably recreate it. Let's see. Yeah, it's doubtful that I have this one. Oh, this song does have guitars actually. Yeah, this one has guitars. Yeah, I actually recorded guitars with some guitar. Maybe it was that one. I'm not sure. Actually, I think it was that one. That come in after. But that ARP thing, yeah, I don't know if I have the session around. I only have the first, it seems. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really a guitar player, but you know, I get the job done. Yeah, there's probably a little bit of the ARP stuff on the UK Armed Forces team. Yeah, it's kind of Carlos Santana. Yeah, I think this song was like when it was released. It was, I think it came out with Ep3 19. I think. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it even has the little trill, the little tremolo. Oh god. Yeah, yeah. Let's go back. Oh, this guitar is so out of tune. It just shows you I don't play the guitars that often. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. And then there's a tremolo thing. Yeah. Yeah. And it works. I mean, with a bit of reverb and stuff, it's like, you know, it works. See here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Outpost 19 was the second track of this. Because they usually do two tracks, excuse me, per release for every squad update when there's a big release. I usually do 2 menu tracks. Tactical drums. In that track. So there's a few elements there. There's the element on the right, which you're hearing, is a looped. It's like a do 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 do. That's just a looped sound. And then the bass drum, there's a bass drum going boom 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 boom. It's kind of emphasized. There's like a bass drum. And I think there's some like clicks, or there's something on the left, like a wooden. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, backgrounds, guitar, acoustic guitar. Yeah, there is that guitar. For drums, it's mostly recorded ones, because using like real drums, recording real drums is fun, but it's just, yeah, you have to have a really, like, that kit behind me is like it's a jazz kit. It's very like small and jazzy. Yeah, most of the drums I use are all processed and, like, you know, contact instruments. Yeah, it's much easier to work with. But depending on how, if I had all the time, and definitely I could do it. So yeah, I have the main theme open here. We have a look at it and see. Let's see if it works. Oh, it is. It works. We're good. Bonk. Okay, let's have a look. So I've actually, all the MIDI in this track is here. It's been bounced into separate tracks. So yeah, it's not actually been played exactly on the MIDI. So the music reminds you of the Metal Gear Solid. Oh yeah, it does. It has a bit of that actually. Yeah, definitely has a bit of that vibe. Yeah, actually, this line here. That was the original melody for Squad. That was the original. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna write the melody from this, and yeah, it didn't really stick. I kind of just had it in there. You might hear it sometimes, but like the main melody came from this line. That's the one you hear pretty much all the time. But I had a secondary, like, I suppose, theme, and yeah, I didn't really use it. I just kind of every so often, and then yeah, just kind of it was there. It was like a secondary theme, but I never really developed that much. And there's one that's the synth art there. It's kind of cool on its own, actually. You know, just as it is. I have a lot of EQ on it because it's gnarly. Whoa! Look at those EQ bands! Wow. This is from 2016, so the mix is probably a bit mad. I don't have the patch. Unfortunately, these are all bounced. These are all bounced from Omnisphere. So I could probably recreate it. It'll take me a little while. But yeah, these are bounced down. Really. It's very, very like low ARP. Yeah, it's kind of like Desert Sunset. Yeah, for sure. Oh wow, you can't really hear that in the original. It's very subtle. It's very quiet. Yeah. See, it could maybe do with a remix, who knows? This is the little ambient pad piano. It's really simple. Yeah, it is there, that low brass, it's there. But like you know, the original, what you're hearing is the original, nearly the original version of what you heard. Is just some slight differences, but yeah, it's pretty simple actually, the old piano there. It's oh yeah, there's some it's like a little bit of harmony in that. Yeah, it's a really good question. Really good question, PR8. Or Piador. I'll just call you Piador because it's easier to for me to read. The way I do, I tend to like go with this, like build a simple track first and then start layering things on. Sometimes you'll get to the stage where you're putting too much. Like I always tell my dad this as well with his music, is to rein it back in. When you have too much on your canvas, it just, as you said, becomes chaotic and it starts to become noise. Is to start taking elements out. And like with the spectrum, with the full like audio spectrum with this track, I make sure there's room for kind of everything. So like you have the low ARP, you know, that's really taking up a lot of low end. So, you know, it's all this, you know, 20 hertz, 50 hertz to 100 hertz. Then you have, you know, we have this synth ARP that's taking up probably, it's the mids, it's very MIDI. There's a lot of information here. And just build it, like start carving it out. And it's definitely a juggling thing. It's just like, you know, you have to keep going back in and out. Because I know for sure at some point I had a lot of instruments on this track. And then I just brought it in and made it a little bit simpler. But making lines simple, like how simple is that piano? it's really simple. Like, there's not much going on. But you know, with the ARP, and then there's ambient sound effects every so often. You know? Less is more, I think, a lot of the time. Especially when it comes to the squad stuff. You know, different projects will be different, of course, because they're different soundtrack. But it's kind of just building it out. And I know with this track, you know, the cello. You know, it takes up the you know, it's the center. It's right in the center of your listening position. So I wanted everything else to be just background and just ambient. And there's not a lot of drums. The drums do come in at the end. But yeah, it is a hard question though. It's a hard question to answer. It's like, yeah, how do you stop it from becoming noisy? And I'd if you know, for me, it's all about putting in what's important in the track. What are you trying to say? You know, we can open up Lost Squad after, and the vocals are literally the main, you know, the main thing in that, and giving them the you know, the volume and kind of concentrating on that is important. It's a really hard question to answer. Actually, it's a really good question. But it's definitely track dependent. I mean, obviously, if I was doing an orchestral piece, it's just, you know, it's obviously just all full and, you know, big and brash and epic sounding. But for the squad stuff, it's all about just adding in the layers and like not putting too much of that one instrument in, like a little, you know, riser here, a little small little ambient sound here, a taiko roll in. There's a taiko roll that comes in there. Some delay on it, you know, and just building it in. But definitely, if your track becomes too messy, start taking stuff out, and you'll see it straight away. But like, save it first, do a new copy, start taking elements out, and start, you know, either start putting them in places, not have them playing all the time as well. Yeah, definitely not to be afraid of removing things. Like, yeah, just taking stuff out. And I still do it now. I'm like, I'm writing music, and I'm like, I need to start taking some stuff out. It's starting to get big. Like, 'cause you get excited, you're like, oh, I'm gonna add in this, I'm gonna add in that. It gets a bit messy at some point, and yeah, and like everything has to have its own place sonically as well. That's what I was saying about this track. There's the low bits. There's the low brass, there's the low arps, there's the middle kind of, you know, this very that everybody's familiar with in Squad, because I put it in a lot of the tracks. Putting room, making sure there's room for everything as well. Do I EQ the entire track to match certain frequencies? Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, some, like, you know, like the cello. Let's go to the cello. So let's just remove the all the processing on it, and sounds. So that cello, it was recorded in Windmill Lane. So it has, like, the room sound is beautiful, and we had really nice mics as well. Yeah. So I don't tend to tell, like, you know, Q3 is awesome. FabFilter stuff is really good. I don't usually let it tell me what to EQ. I always use my ears. I don't ever look at that and go, oh, I should take this down. Definitely use your ears when you're mixing stuff. Don't use your eyes. So I'd usually roll off about 20 hertz, like it maybe even 50, depending on what it is. Like, it's a lot of rumble down there. You know, there's not a whole lot there, to be honest. And I you know, I would take out a bit of the low end. And I like EQ for each. Yeah, you're right. For each track, EQ to the track to whatever it is. So it's a bit nasally. So I'll take it like a dB or two. I won't go too mad. I'll just take it a little bit. And always when you're EQing, like pull up the frequency a little bit. Pull it out. Go back. It's a bit better now. It's a bit scratchy. Depending on like the track, sometimes I'd use like a multi-band compressor. The MB is really good. If there's something that's really like aggressive in the mix, I'll just tell it to like target that frequency. You know, it's not really here in the cello, but if there was, I would tell it to focus on that frequency. There's nothing too bad in this cello. Bypass it. To be honest, it's like this. Cello's recorded so well. We did a really good job. Myself and the other recording engineers. We did a good job at actually recording this, so it doesn't need a whole lot of EQ. But yeah, that's basically it. Just taking out those frequencies. I have a compressor on here. And I'm using this the API 560. It's beautiful. I've taken out, I've scooped out a bit of the low end there, a bit of the high mids, and I've done nothing with the high, like the really high stuff. Compressor's not doing a whole lot, to be honest. It's doing a little bit. And then another, yeah, I obviously didn't like that frequency. And it's kind of personal preference as well. Mixing is like, sometimes there's a certain frequency you don't want to hear. There's a little bit of a weird, nasally, harsh that I just pulled out there. You can actually hear it. It sounds way better without it. And then have it going to wherever that's going, the wider. It actually sounds like here. I have a lot of processing on it. It's a really long, reverb. Let's see. Top at 20 max. Yeah. Well, sometimes it's hard. Like making tunes is really tricky, and it can be like you can run out of ideas. Sometimes it's good to just take a break and come at it again with a fresh perspective. Because that happens to me sometimes. I'm like, I'm writing a track and it's kind of come together, and then I'm just like, I just need to take a break and come back at it and attack it from a different point of view. And let's see, squad main elements. Yeah, like a lot of the squad stuff, there's stuff that kind of pops in and out, and for sure. And I just give it the space when it's there, This is like, there's a lot of reverb actually on this cello. I didn't realize after. The ambient noises on Outpost 19. Yeah. Well, that's there's let's have a listen. We're gonna have to go back to Spotify because I don't have this session. There's definitely a recording of some wind in there. I think I put in like at the start. Yeah, so it's like a roll in. So there's like a piano. There's my favorite distant pianos in there. Let's see if I can. And there's a really cool, I don't know what it is. It's like one ambient track, but it's like been pitch bend or something. I do not remember what it is. Yeah, and there's like a flute. It sounds like a flute. So I use this. This sound from Omnisphere is like a lot of the piano stuff that I use in Squad. That's kind of like, I don't know what the actual Outpost 19 track is, but yeah. So there's a bit of that goes in there. Again, this track is really simple. It's only like that string sound you hear is also Omnisphere. I think it's it's a bowed something. Let's see if we can find it. And it's just placing them in. It could be the copy hand. So it's something like that. It does sound like it's tremolos, but oh, it could be the Saz, is it? Yeah, it could be that. No, it's similar though. It's similar. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no one went to call it a day and just go, yeah, come in the next day and go see if we can sort that out. So yeah, basically this whole track is mostly just that piano sound. And there's another EQ'd ambient pad there. And another ambient sound that comes in. And then a Taiko roll in. And that's like another ARP. Like a lot of the ARPs that I use will be like filtered. I think I may have done this before. Let me just turn this down. This could, sometimes these are really loud. ARPs. Let's see, analog ARPs. So yeah, that's a pretty good example. So so like a lot of this stuff I do for Squad, I'll have an ARP and I'll EQ it. I'll just do like a low pass filter and a high pass filter. I'll do something like that, and then I'd probably send it to like a reverb or something. Oh, that reverb's not working. You know, I'll put like a reverb to it or something like that. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of filtering going on as well. I do a lot of filtering with a lot of the tracks. Yeah, so that track is very ambient. The cello, yeah, cello's live recorded. Also with violins and viola. VST there. Why did it change? No, there was no cello recorded in Resistant Soldier. That's all. That's all Tina Guo libraries. This one here. Let's see. Tina Guo. Let's see. This one here. Yeah, this is the Resistance would have used this, but the original Squad main theme used it was recorded. Let's take off the. Actually, let's just. But yeah, this is I mean, it sounds pretty good. It is a very good sounding cello. But you know, it's obviously not as good as a recorded cello. But it's still good, and I still use it. It a lot. They're pretty close. They're actually pretty good, but you hear the, you know, the human element. And it's just, yeah, it's nothing beats that. Car test, Scott. Do you know? The car test. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do the car test. Yeah, mostly when I'm working on like pop stuff and like bands and stuff. But I do it with the soundtrack stuff, for sure as well. I always give it a listen. And yeah, it's a good test actually. It's, you know, because I mean, even the new cars that come out now are ridiculously good, and the sound systems in them are ridiculously good. So like, it's not really the car test anymore if you have like a really good sound system in your car. But it is a good idea. I mean, it's good. It's a good idea to test on, you know, everything. Like I would play it, you know, through my HS8s. I would put it through, you know, my surround sound system downstairs. My Dolby Atmos system. Phone, you know, laptop, whatever I can when I'm releasing an album, and it's always good. It's always a good idea to just have a listen to it and to you know, reference it, and yeah. Halfway through, yeah, it gets real dark actually. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's kind of got like a bit of a Middle Easterny melody. Yeah. It's like you're all so tense. Yeah, it does. It sounds like kind of a siren. It's like I think it's like it's some kind of art. It kind of sounds like a heartbeat or something. It has like a, yeah, and it's very simple. Like there's only a few instruments playing there. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I mean, a lot of the libraries I use they are quite good. They're not cheap, but you know, you have to have them. Like all my brass stuff is really good. It's all Cine brass stuff, and I've got Spitfire, Project Sam. Double basses. They're not real double basses. But yeah, cellos and violin. Let's have a listen to the violin. I don't know what's. Oh, there we go. It actually sounds very intimate because I recorded a quartet, so it's like 2 violins, viola, and cello. It's quite like, yeah, it's quite intimate sounding. I actually think there's too much processing. I think there's too much EQ going on. There's a lot of EQ. But yeah, this session, like, yeah, like I did a lot of EQ in here, you know? There's a lot of high end. It kind of sounds like, if you like on its own, it's like a Downton Abbey main theme or something. Just as the strings on their own. Yeah, like a lot of, you know, it's all about how you actually the MIDI is what makes like contact instruments actually sound good. Modulating, you know, expression and pitch and yeah, all sorts of MIDI CC messages. That's what makes it sound real. But the lead, yeah, there is I don't know. I think it's Omnisphere. I might have that session around. The problem is, I used to use Cakewalk years ago, and I think it was a part of that Cakewalk session. I could probably find out, but it's probably, yeah, it's probably well and gone. It's probably an Omnisphere for sure. Yeah, I don't know what what it is exactly, but it's some kind of a flute with something. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, the prices now are a little bit better, and like always good to wait for the sales, like spring sales that just happened, summer, and then the Black Friday sales is yeah, definitely a good thing to do. It's to wait for those sales. The Downton Abbey, yeah, because like really, what I would have wanted is to actually record this with a full orchestra, this squad team, because that would have been cool. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely went too far in the EQ on this track. I really think I could go back and do a much better mix now. Yeah, it's I mean, I'll probably put in, yeah. This is oh, these are our verbs here, yeah. There's also a little there's a little arp like a little staccato riff in there, which you don't really hear in the where is it? Where are you? There it is. It's there, but you don't really hear it. And I've actually duplicated it. I don't know why I've done that actually. I wonder, yeah, I've like cut it into but yeah. I've absolutely ruined this mix now, but Yeah. Oh, that French horn is not from the original track. Don't know why these are muted. Yeah, the piano version, that's the yeah, the piano and strings. That's definitely volume 2. Yeah, that's a different track actually, but I think I maybe has the squad cello in there. Yeah. Yeah, has a piano. I have a piano riff instead going through it. Yeah, actually, you can hear the strings in this one. The strings are kind of there in this one. So this basically is the, you know, the making songs. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. When I'm making other tracks, I definitely have to keep within the squad universe. Yeah, for sure. And I have certain things that I use in the squad tracks. Like the cellos, certain patches that I favor that I use a lot. Rhythms like the boom, 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 boom. I use that a lot. Little ideas, like a kind of keeping it close to making sure it's squad. Lots of cello, lots of ambiances as well, of course. Like Zachariah has lots of this has lots of like dulcimer actually in it. This has loads of dulcimer, and I've used it quite a lot actually, the dulcimer before, but I just for this track I used it a bit more. And it has a piano motif in it. Like certain, I definitely have like motifs that I reuse. Like I used this piano motif quite a lot. It happens in Centurion as well. I use that a lot in there's the squad theme on the trumpets. French copy paste to new French theme. Yeah, so that's so. But yeah, there's definitely like, and I have sounds. I have like an ambient sound set that I have that I use for Omnisphere that I kind of go back and. But yeah, let's have a look at Lost Squad. I'm not gonna stay too long in this one and on the stream, but I'll be back again. I'm sure. Let's see. So let's open up this. Yeah, that's good. Like looking back in that session, so much. There's a load of stuff in there. I'm like, wow, what was I doing? I mean, it sounds good. It still sounds good now, but like it could be improved. Like older stuff can always be improved. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're not getting. Oh no, we are. We're good. So we've lost squad here. Vocals are not working, I don't think. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, Melodine's on it. So, yeah. We actually have a look. So like on this track, there's, you know, pads, like ambient pads. Pretty simple stuff. And yeah, I've used this pad again. I actually like that pad. I need to find it. It's definitely an Omnisphere. I may have created it with certain things. I can't actually remember. Low sound, not used. Let's have a look. Oh. I don't know why I didn't use that sound. It actually sounds okay. It's like the original OG track. Yeah, for sure. On a separate note, is the audio okay? Is there any like static happening on your end? Is it all good? Because that'll be good. If it is, we'll see what here. Rumble. There's a lower rumble. This is much lower. Just like a low bass synth. And it's actually quite science fiction-y. But yeah, that's kind of it. And I had some firing sounds here at the start. That one was it was muted. But you can see it's kind of placed. There's different things that are placed around the track. It's like a guitar gop. No, very simple. Just yeah, the vocals are great. That's my friend Farah. She's awesome. And where did we record those vocals? I think we recorded them in Wimble Lane as well, actually. There's yeah, it's a lot of reverb. There's a weird, like, I can hear it now. I'm like coming back on this, I'm like, oh, what is that sound? Yeah, it's like 7,000 hertz. Could do without it. That's a bit better. Yeah. But yeah, this track, just a few little things happening. Because you could probably go back in and change the harmony of this and do something completely different. This little cymbal bowed in. Bowed. Oh, this actually... This probably has my old version of Meld on it. I think my brother... Yeah. I think he's played bass on this. You don't really hear it though. But I had bass on this. Totally forgot I had bass on this. Double bass. I don't know why I'm automating the volumes. That's something I used to do. I mean, you can do it, but like I don't know why I did it so extensively here. Audio's great. Okay, awesome. Awesome stuff. And then... Oh, that's real piano. We actually record... I forgot I recorded real piano on this. Let me just... Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, I've totally forgot. I thought that was a contact instrument, but no. Earthworks. So we used an FET Earthworks C214, C214 further away. Yeah, and you can see it's like there's different piano parts happening there. Just layered on. Pretty quiet. Okay, well that's... Let me just turn up the DAW. I have to keep changing the volume my DAW sends because stuff is quieter and louder. But if stuff is too quiet, let me know. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, those are the Easter hits on Albion. Some more Omnisphere pads. You can't really hear them. So yeah, there's some weird ambient sounds on this track. That's the Doom horn. Again, that's another Omnisphere bass patch. Just playing all the low stuff. I think that's the sound from I'm pretty sure that's the sound from what you call it? Apos 19. Pretty sure. Rumble. Stinger. We need an ad-lib version. Oh, it'd be great. Wouldn't it be awesome to have an ad-lib version of this? Yeah. Oh, ad-lib's so good. Ad-lib. Yeah. Let's get some ad-lib going. Give me some ad-lib. Hans Zimmer Doom horn mentioned. Yeah, it's such a pinnacle thing that you have in everything nowadays. But it's I don't think it was actually. I don't think it was. It was one of his many composers that he has. And I think one of his composers did it in a trailer, and that's how it caught on, which is mad. But yeah, ad-lib version. That'd be so good. That'd be so good. Did you do Talil? No, I didn't do Talil. We can have a look at Talil. I mean, that's basically that's all of Lost Squad. It's lots of just ambient tracks. Excuse me, built up on top of each other. And oh, there's another little ARP. It sounds like a triad harp that I played in. That goes to minor. With a lot of reverb on it. You hear a little mouth click. I probably got rid of that at some stage. There's something in there. So yeah, but yeah, we can have a look at. I'll stay for another little while. Talil. Let's see, Talil outskirts. don't have the session again. I only had the main theme and Lost Squad here, but like, if you send like, I'll do a poll next time on my YouTube, and if people want to post up what they want to hear, you know, post it up, and I'll try my best to see if I can find the sessions. Some of them might be a little bit hard to find because they're on like old DAWs and like old VST, like VST 1 and 2 and stuff, which probably won't work on my new system. But yeah, we have the little do is in there with the cello and the dulcimer. Yeah, this is actually kind of it's a very Project Reality track, this, because I rarely use drums, like normal, like acoustic drums. So you're getting all like the, you know, this drum kit in here. Mestia, yeah, I might have that. I'll have a look. I'll have a look for it. If we do, we'll do another Tuesday chats. Yeah, it's definitely Project Reality feels alright. Oh yeah. Oh, forgotten this track. Forgotten the middle section. Oh, it gets dark there, doesn't it? Yeah. There's some delayed synths happening in there. And there's like a real, like, just like 4 to the floor bass drum, boom, 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 boom. Very kind of dancey. It's dark. It's much. It's kind of like, yeah, it has a. I think a lot of the songs on River Squad, they start off like kind of happy, and then the second half is just like, it's just like, you know, tension and darkness. Not all of them, but some of them do that. But yeah, that. It goes down a semitone. Yeah. It was really dark, like. There's loads of delays in there as well. Staccato violins. Dulcimers. Yeah, dulcimer. Let's see if we can find that dulcimer. Where would that dulcimer be? Wow. Yeah, where would I find that dulcimer? Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, that's a dark little track, that one, but it's cool. Yeah, where would that dulcimer? I have it somewhere. It's an old. Yeah. C D. No, I don't know where that dulcimer's gone. Let's see if we can find it. It's a really good dulcimer sound, though. Could be in there, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, but yeah. Talo, yeah. Mystia, I will have a look for it. I don't have it on hand. I don't have it on hand. I don't think so, anyway. Well, I can get it from next time. Let me have a see here. Plastic sheets wobbling. Kinda does. Final. I have the. Let me see. Open file location. No, I don't. I'll have to have a look for that one. I will have to have a look. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Where? Yeah. Yeah, it's like a distortion. It's kind of 9 Inch Nails. I mean, I love 9 Inch Nails stuff. So, yeah, it's that's a synth. That's a synth, distortion synth. Yeah, I don't know where that session would be. I'd have to have a look for it. Yeah, I'd have to have a look for it. Again, kind of a Project Reality vibe from this one with the drums. Do we remember what was this? Was it early access trailer, or it wasn't an early access trailer? It was something else. It was the Mystia. It was like a map release, wasn't it? I need to find the Pro Chill session. Yeah, I'll look for it though. I will look for it. And see if I can find it. The only ones I have kind of really on hand are the Squad Bane theme and Lost Squad, and I did Resistance Soldier, and that last a few weeks ago. So yeah, there's a few ones I have here. I have the PLA trailer, and some other ones, but yeah, Stuff's Beyond the Wire, Starship Troopers. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look. And see if I can find it, because I'm sure it's there somewhere. The cello, yeah, cello always kind of comes in at some stage and goes a bit crazy. This is the map showcase. Let's see. What else we have here? Arrival, Last Stand. Oh my god, it's actually really warm in my room, in my studio. Do you have the session for Red Star Rising? Again, it might see. The problem is, once I finish the session, it goes to my hard drives and then it gets put away. Red Star Rising. Let's see. Congratulations, you've received over 100 messages today with Restream Chat. That's pretty cool. Thank you, everybody. Golden Maroon. Yeah, Golden Maroon I may have. Yeah, maybe might have Golden Maroon. Let's have a look. Let's just hope it don't crash. I'm opening up Pro Tools and Cubase and like closing them down, and my computer does not like that when I do that. Let's see. Maybe might have Golden Maroon. It's possible. I might not again. As I said, I do migrate a lot of the sessions, and Don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I have it on hand. Unfortunately. Oh, might. Let's try load this up. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's. Do you know what? I haven't. I didn't promote this one. I usually message up on my socials and that, and I didn't do it this week. And I should do. I need to, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at self-promoting, and that's something I definitely need to get better at. Because I definitely want to get my Composers Play series back going. I want to start interviewing more composers, playing more video games, and just interviewing more industry vets. And oh, here we go. One contact. Okay, yeah, there's going to be problems. That's the other thing is I've moved all of my audio files around. It's probably going to be missing stuff. Oh yeah, it's missing loads. Let's just see what happens here. Yeah, it's missing a lot of stuff. It's missing loads and loads of stuff. That's a cool sound though. I do like when that bit comes in. Yeah. Oh, there's our synth with loads of reverb on it. Very simple. Simple little. Yeah, we're missing the sound, so. Let's see, government sounds like cheers like every other beat. Is there a different creative process when it comes to composing main themes? Yes, definitely. So for like the military stuff, I usually have a way of, I've got ideas that I use. You look at all the really good military kind of, I don't know, game soundtracks like Rainbow Six. So they all have a certain sound to them. I don't know how much of this we can play without getting like the Rainbow Six soundtrack is awesome. The original one, like from 1999 or 98, was it 99? Has an awesome soundtrack. SWAT 3 main theme is just epic. I don't know if anybody remembers this one. Like, listen to how awesome that is. Yeah, so like when I'm doing orchestral stuff, it's different again. It's like very like the Starship Trooper stuff is like kind of Basil Podoros, John Williams-esque kind of style, and I've done other soundtracks like for mobile games, like platformers, and they're all different processes, and like sometimes I like to try something completely different, like write a melody on my guitar or pick up my bass and try a groove or do something different. Maybe play some drums. Maybe try to find a beat before I get the melody. It really depends. But yeah, Rainbow Six, SWAT 3. Like the SWAT 3 main theme it's so good. Like listen to that snare. It's awesome. SWAT 3, what else? What other good milsim games have good soundtracks, main themes? like the COD 4 menu music is awesome. Really good. Where else have we got inspiration for Squad? For Squad, it's funny because I've been doing it 10 years now. I just listened back to old Squad tracks, and that kind of inspires me. Now that sounds kind of big-headed and narcissistic, but I would listen back to other old Squad stuff, because people, you know, I can tell what people like from my demographic list from Spotify to see what people like, and you know, and I've got certain things that I do, but I rarely like listen to like a new song. Go, oh, I want Squad to sound like this now. They all kind of have a similar vibe to them. But yes, Call of Duty. That's an awesome menu music. Really cool. What else? What are good, like, what other good ones are there? Military shooter soundtracks. Did I know? There's a few, like, even like the Battlefield 2 or Battlefield 1. Field 1. Is it Redemption? Is it Redemption? Is it Redemption? Yeah, Battlefield 5. It's lovely. And it's just strings. It's like a consort strings, but it's just awesome. It's an awesome piece of music. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, consistency is important. Like you wouldn't want to, like, you know, drift too far from what I've already established with Squad. So it wouldn't be like, let's try something like very different. But harmony wise, it's all very similar. You know, the cellos, all the ambient stuff that I talked about. Yeah, just keeping it consistent. You know, and then obviously if there's a new faction, whatever it is, I'll make something new, but it'd be the similar kind of Squad vibes. Let's see, did you know Squad? I suppose it did. I didn't really actually know. I mean, like when I first saw Squad, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. It's gonna be popular. But it's yeah, it's really taken off, and it is really cool, and it's great. Like people still love the music, and they still listen to it, and you know, like I always think of it not as a big deal because it's just it's in the menus, and then you know you hear it sometimes at the end of matches and the start of matches, but it's good. It's good. It kind of sets you down sometimes, the music, before you get into a match, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It is pretty fun to do the music for Squad, and but what else do we have here? Good like video game milsim music. Yeah, there's probably loads that I can't think of, but yeah, it's but yeah, it's fun. It certainly is fun. But this session here now with the Turkish thing is I need to fix it. And I'll do that for the next stream. I'll post it up again at some stage, and give me some, like, I'll just put up a YouTube post, and people can just post up what they can ask to request, and I'll see what I can do. There's no guarantee that I will be able to bring those sessions back, as some of them are literally all I have is the bounces of them. So yeah, I mean it's a labor of love. I think, you know, Squad it's been worked on for I don't know how many years, since 2000, like mid 2010, should I say? So it's and like, yeah, still time going into it, and people love it, and yeah, it's cool. It's really awesome, and the community are amazing. One of the best communities, I think. I know, without being biased, but yeah, well, I think they're one of the best communities on the internet. I think you guys are awesome. So yeah, definitely people take it for granted for sure. But yeah, well, I'll see if we can fix some of these sessions. Because yeah, I can see this is done with a Cubase session, and it's an older session. So yeah, again, it'll be. I won't be streaming this weekend or this Friday, so it might be next week. Same time again, Tuesday chats. And yeah, I'll promote it this time, and we'll see if we can get some of the older sessions in. And maybe look for some older stuff that I haven't released on Squad. See if there's anything there that's lying around that we can have a listen to and critique. maybe critique. And we can have a listen and see what it sounds like. But yeah, I don't know. That session needs a bit of TLC, you know, for sure. But I am making actually we could. I could show you my. I'm working on a covert kind of album at the moment, like a covert sniper shooter esque thing that I've started working on. So I can show that actually. Let's show that. Let's do that. Let's open it up. Hopefully it opens up without crashing. And then I think I'll call it then in a few minutes. But I might at some stage we'll do it. We'll definitely do it. I'll do a squad stream where I'll just join. Yeah, we'll just do a session. And maybe you guys we can join in together. We'll like squad up and yeah, you guys can show me the ropes because I'd be so out of practice. I haven't played it like since the last time since it's been updated. It's gone through so many updates since the last time I played it. Am I doing? I am. Yes, I am doing some other games for sure. Yeah, I am. Mostly working on like kind of my own stuff. Oh, missing. We're missing some. Okay, this might not work. Let me just check. Let's just check the levels as well. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of coverty stuff. I'm gonna do like a little main theme. Yeah, that's it. I've only done like maybe 30 seconds or so. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming, and thanks a lot for hanging around. And yeah, Bellum, I'm working on Bellum. And that'll be coming out soon, I think. But yeah, it'll be next week, I'd say, and we'll do a stream. I'll do another squad stream, and I'll see if I can find. I'll post up beforehand. I'll see if I can find the sessions that people are looking for, and see if we can go through them. And yeah, as I said, some of them are kind of gone, so we'll see what we can do. But yeah, that was fun, and yeah, I'll definitely see you guys again soon for another one of these Tuesday chats. I'll definitely be doing some different stuff at some stage. Might not be squad, might just be something very different. Might be just hanging out, playing games or something, chatting about some music stuff maybe. And yeah, so there's a few games that are coming out that I'm definitely gonna stream. Subnautica 2 is coming out. So I definitely want to. I'll probably stream that at some stage. But But yeah, cool. Thanks for hanging around and thanks for watching. See you soon.